What's up, guys? Welcome to Heat Check, a podcast powered by Pressers. We are on episode 6. I'm here with my co-host, Young Watercycle, and Sareem. How we doing today, guys?
What up? What up? Chilling, man.
6.
Now, instead of just the glasses on, you got the hoodie and the glasses. It is raining today. I'll give you that.
No, yeah, I'm slick. You know, rain jacket.
Fresh to death.
You know,
Seriously.
and I don't want to move too much because like you hear that.
I could hear it.
For real,
Sending
Straight
chills.
ASMR.
It chills down my spine. So we have an incredible episode. We have Don Chenz from Barstool coming on later, but I always kind of use the intro of the episodes for us to touch on what happened last week, if there's any lingering thoughts or sentiments or takes. So I know Sareem's got one.
Because you were talking about, like, if Jid were to drop a new Control verse, like, who would he put on it? And I really thought about it because in the moment, that's kind of a hard question to answer. So I was thinking, like, Kendrick had in the OG verse, he had J. Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, ASAP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J. Electron, Tyler Mac Miller. So then that's like 12 of them.
Right.
From those 12, I think, or I guess 13 if you're including Kendrick, the only ones like I would include in the no Control would probably be Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake, and Tyler. I think.
And Ian.
Yeah.
So funny. We're actually going to talk about him later.
Bruh, I don't need the white Trinidad James on this list. But
White Trinity.
We actually
That's real.
all I'm saying is like, because I think a lot of those dudes like did what they will do, and at this point like it'd just be redundant to include them in a new Control.
Yeah.
So my new list, and I think we got to include the females on this too, because
Definitely.
like when we were talking about superstars last week too, I think that was something that we missed on, and I think that like a lot of the good girls are running this shit too.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree.
100%.
So my new list, and this is like subject to change, but I'm gonna start with Doechii, Little Sims, Jack Harlow, Denzel, Corday, Freddie Gibbs, Joey Badass, Griselda, Meg Thee Stallion, and potentially Killer Mike. I know he's older, like been around since Outkast, but I think with him winning a Grammy like 2 years ago, he's still very relevant.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a super good list. No Saba.
To be honest, I didn't think of it, but I think he'd be valid.
You know what's crazy? The fact that Chance the Rapper is just not on that list. If you told me that 5 years ago, I'd be so surprised.
Damn.
Yeah, he needs to drop something like
Fucking the
substantial.
STARLINE gallery. That shit is literally
still want
sitting
it.
in the vault.
We still want
Yeah.
It's in the frame right now. So actually, speaking of, that was a really good list, by the way, and I agree with everything you said. I think the female rappers really do have such a stranglehold on not only the mainstream, but I think like just the future star power of hip hop, which is super awesome. You haven't really seen that, especially with Doechii, who released Anxiety. I think we talked about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of what we talked about last week, Amine is dropping a new single out this Friday titled Familiar.
Huge. Bro,
Lit.
I'm excited for some new
I'm
Amine.
mad I don't have his shoes, bro. Every time I tried to get the shoes, it just sold out.
Then your fit would be complete.
I would feel like perfect. I would have the blue because I got the little blue. Anyways, but
what would be in the? This is so random, but what would be in the Young Watercycle Happy? Like if you made your own McDonald's meal, like what would that?
okay,
look like?
got you. well, you know what? We're not supposed to be eating McDonald's, whatever. But
Why are we not supposed to be eating McDonald's?
We don't do politics on here, but 10-piece nugget, high C orange, large fry.
Just put it in the bag, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Like, it's kind of like the Travis Scott meal, but like that's what I've eaten my whole life.
What made me think of it was you're wearing the jacket, so I was just like wondering. What about you?
Just a heads up.
I know. But yeah, what about you?
I would do an orange Fanta, 20-piece McNugget, a large fry, and it's not Frosty. It's like
the McFlurry.
The McFlurry.
But
yeah.
the machine's broken.
Literally,
Yeah.
there's a lawsuit that came out about that. But now speaking, we're gonna turn. Last thing I want to say before we actually go on to our first section of the show, which is Chronically Online, is Saba and No ID is dropping a project on March 18th, which I'm really excited for.
Okay.
And so let's keep an eye on that. But now, guys, we're gonna switch to our next section of the show. We're now going to go to Chronically Online, which is our first section of the show where we read headlines from all corners of the internet. Let's start it off. In August 2024, Tyler, the Creator, criticized viral white rapper Ian for allegedly mocking hip-hop culture by imitating artists like Future and Gucci Mane. Ian responded on March 10th, 2025 with a freestyle addressing these accusations. So first, Mateo, could you play the first link for us, which is going to be, it's Tyler talking and kind of addressing his criticism of Ian. So let me see this.
It's some kid right now, and he's mocking Future and Gucci Mane rap music. It's white kid, regular like Caucasian man, and people are like, this shit hard, dude. And I hold rap music so close to my heart because this shit changed my life and everyone's life around me, and I'm a nerd about this shit. This is weird.
Just so we don't have the copyright.
The young YWA.
So, do you guys think that Tyler's criticism of Ian is valid?
Yes, but also I'm the same nigga saying it's hard because I love Magic Johnson, bro. That shit's hard. But I get what Tyler's saying just from like the art form and where it comes from, and he's just like, he's not even like trying to innovate the game. He's just like kind of hopping in someone else's bag and whatever, and which is like that's what most rappers do when they start, because like, how do you start rapping? Most times it's really hard, but then you just like type in a type beat and you're like, oh, I'm gonna rap like this guy, and then anyways, but yeah,
it plays into that episode of Atlanta where Childish Gambino, or not even Childish Gambino, but like they were just like talking about YWAs,
yeah,
like Yolo Boy, and just him being like a SoundCloud rapper, like Juice WRLD era.
No facts.
And I think that like Ian isn't from like where Future and like, you know, Gucci, like all those dudes like came up. So it's like, I get it where Tyler's coming from, but it's like, if you hate it, don't give it attention, because then it's like that only adds fuel to the fire.
So it doesn't bother you. I feel like I thought like as a purist like you, that would bother you.
I mean, I don't care. Like I've listened to his album. I think it's whatever, but like again, it's like the whole, like if I want to listen to that, I'll go listen to the OGs who like really do that shit. I'll go listen to Keith, like
Dude,
Sosa.
and he's 19, I think. He's like 19, so he's just like a kid.
Can't even drink in the hotel lobby.
Right, he's just a kid like rapping. He's just rapping, bro. It's like yeah bro. And
it's like, who cares, you know?
And
like those people will care, but it's like, you know, those rappers usually only have like 2-3 year careers. Like it's a shelf limit, you know?
Right, like it's really up to Ian to keep this going. Like it's out of our hands at this point.
It's like the same shit when like people hated on Lil Pump. Like you see where he's at now.
Right, like it's over for him.
Dude, he's in the new big three. Yeah, 100%.
Hey, Pump metal.
Yo, I want to say though, I think a lot of times there's like kind of like that disconnect when like, again, like, yeah, he's not where Future and Gucci are from, so it's like, why do you sound like that? So basically it's just like, you know, I'm using the sound that I know is popular, I'm applying it to my voice, manipulating it, XYZ, talking about that. But I actually now want to play Mateo the second link, which is Ian responded to Tyler in his new Lyrical Lemonade performance in his freestyle. So let's see.
Back then I really love our Future. I ain't never sat down trying to mock Future. I ain't wanna show no disrespect, so I kept my mouth shut, and that's not human. Damn, would have been a dumbass thing to do. I need space, just had a long ass day, but I love my paper blue. Yeah, my head kinda fucked up. If I go to Turkey, then yo bitch coming too. I ain't never ever folding up. Shit not working, it's gonna start working soon.
First off, he was offbeat at the last part, which always irks me a little bit, but I wasn't like such like, it wasn't like a diss, but it was a response, and like, you know, so clearly he's heard the criticism.
I think Pressers looks better, but anyway.
Facts.
Shout out B-Star.
Shout out B-Star. I think he would have been on beat if B-Star like synced it properly
100%.
for him. But
Ian,
yeah.
come on Pressers, man.
No, for real. If you want to rap about that, come run Pressers. But my main.
He's like, you can even say the. I'm joking.
No, hey, listen. I
Who's
can't.
giving him the pass?
Yeah,
Who's giving him the pass?
Listen, man. I wouldn't give him the pass on camera.
But off camera, if he came on.
Like Timothy, not Timothy. No,
You wouldn't give Timothy a shot, or I mean, you would give Timothy Chalamet the pass.
Okay,
Dude,
listen. If
he's-
we grew up together, yes. Like if I look,
Dude,
I have.
He does no ball.
He's
Like
the Messiah.
That's what I'm
Lisan
saying.
Al-Khalid.
My thing is, if you've known me for like 5-10 years, I'll just give you the N-word pass. I'll give you a nigga pass. Like just because we built rapport.
We're closing in on it, guys. No,
Hey,
no. Hey, yeah. Moving on though. So there are other rappers that have been labeled culture vulture. What's your definition of a culture vulture? Do you have any examples of any?
Not Drake.
No, he's not. No, I wouldn't say he's not. He
Okay.
won it all. No
All
way.
right, for
Culture
sure.
vulture is like somebody who takes from the culture and doesn't give back the way that they should. It's like they give or no, they take and then they run. So I think Post Malone is like a prime example. Even though I fuck with like his
Spicy.
like early music, like I think him going into country and just ditching rap entirely, and he was shitting on rap and like when he was like first coming up too, and I thought that was just odd. You know, I don't think like you have to, like you can be like it's not because of like who he is, it's more just because of like how he did it. I don't think Mac Miller is a culture vulture because like Mac like really like, you know, like dives into all corners of rap, like puts on like all like when he was like here he put on like all his homies like on his mixtapes. Like he was pretty much like him and Vince were like new like external members of Odd Future. Like they weren't a part of Odd Future or TDE, but like they basically were.
Right, they were just doing their own thing. They had their own little motion, so like worked out for them.
Thoughts on someone like Lil Dicky that uses rap as a platform to get famous and then pivots to like, you know, entertainment like that?
But he's still putting rappers in Dave. Like he's still giving like a lot of like, even though he created the show, like he's still putting on like a lot of his homies. Like he's giving like people that spot to like really become actors. Like Taco, like, you know, like that was his first big break as an actor.
Gator.
And yeah, Gator
Shout
too.
out Gator, man. Shout out Gator, man.
That's how you guys
Gandering
met, and then
every
how
day.
we all met.
No, the shout
Yeah,
out. But
facts.
listen, man, I'm a Lil Dicky activist, man. I thought professional
Evangelist.
rapper was Lil Dicky evangelist. I thought professional rapper was amazing. Truman is like one of my existential crisis songs. I sit there and listen to that shit, and I'm just like,
you could argue that Lil Dicky's a culture vulture because he put Logan Paul in the video for Molly.
Dude, I love that song too, but why was he fucking in that? I agree.
It was like one of the, like the weirdest cameos ever.
but that was like the YouTube era, so like it was like
dude,
I don't know.
like Rice Gum. Like when Rice Gum would drop a 16, then
Exactly.
everyone would be like, Jesus.
Is Rice Gum up
I
next?
will say on the culture vulture like topic, I would say like Jack Harlow isn't one, and I think he's a prime example of like how you give back because Double XL like freestyle, like he's from the same city as Breonna Taylor, and he rapped about her in his Double XL freestyle, and I think that's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
So
You gotta give back, man, and you know, it's a tough game because like we want everything to be diverse, but like low key we want segregation back. But I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah, I think we will. That's gonna be that's episode 10 material. But Playboi Carti, we're gonna move on. Playboi Carti has confirmed that his highly anticipated album, I Am Music, is complete, reassuring fans that its release is imminent.
You know, I love this. I'm like the guy that would like make stuff up. Like I'd make shit up. And I would love to just tell people I have an album coming out, and there's no like music to show for it.
bro, he's taking as much time as Kendrick did between Damn and Mr. Morale.
No,
Crazy.
it's beautiful because he dropped 2024 in like the end of 2023. It was like 2024 music, and then no music came out. But like,
Yeah, he had that tour that
Like,
he
you
announced,
respect
and
that.
then
no,
like,
I respect that.
Like, why, like, so like, you just say like that's fucking tight.
No,
Like,
it's lit, and like
like
his
in terms
fans-
of liars, like he's in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, like
like-
he I would let him in. Like,
we have another Hall of Fame liar actually coming up on the show, so stay tuned for that. Keep
Yeah.
going though.
huh?
So I have a question though. How do you guys think about his relationship to his fans though? I mean, so Carti's relationship with his fans seems to be a little bit toxic, meaning he cancels shows, fake album announcements. How do you think that affects just kind of his legacy and where he's at in the game?
Oh, it doesn't. Like they fucking love him.
Yeah.
Like I don't think his fans care. They just want the music. Like he dropped on Christmas, and like everyone was ready. Like after like not dropping.
Yeah.
So I
Carti
think-
fans will always love Carti, but it's like his new fans like when they're because it's like his old fans. I think like there's a section like from like Fetty / like his OG shit to like self-titled and Dilit, and then like once you get to a whole lot of Red, that's like all like the new kids. And I think the new kids just will fucking put their life on the line for him. Like he made
Why?
a song like backstage at Rolling Loud once, and like he's like, "Oh, I made that song in 10 minutes," and they were like cheering him. And I'm like, y'all are dumb. Like,
Wait, but like, why? What is this worship of Carti? Like, why is it just this
he's
unattainable?
mysterious.
Is
It's
it his aura? Is
it's
it his
the
aura?
aura, man, and it sucks that we're in the era of saying a grown man has aura, and we're like, oh, you have so much aura, bro. But I'm saying that
Dude,
about
it's
SGA.
like when people come up to me on the street and they say that about me, I'm like, dude, chill. I'm
No,
like,
for real, and like in front of my
chill.
family, in front of my family, dude. Like
Yeah.
women stop doing that.
seriously,
Like, and I gotta
it's like you have a girlfriend.
like, man, what are you doing?
Seriously, it's like fucking Sydney Sweeney. Like, just chill. I have a girlfriend. Like, you know,
Yeah.
honor to Armas. But really,
Maddie
last thing.
Phillips, come on.
This is like kind of a divisive debate in hip hop, or maybe not. We're gonna find out right now. Is Whole Lotta Red a classic?
Yes.
No.
See, we're at the
Rockstar me.
Jump out the house. Jump out the house. Jump out the house.
All right, state your cases, both of you, why it is and is not.
He dropped on Christmas, dude.
All right, well
His
that's
old
like,
shit's
what does that
better.
even mean?
Like
What?
Die Lit is like through and through a better album.
Bro, but you don't understand. Took my shirt off in the whole breathe. Bro, Sky is on there. Bro, every day on the first of the month,
Wake
what
up.
do? You wake
It's
up.
the first of
It's
the
the
month.
first of the month. You count
That's
your
impact.
food and
But
count
it's
up.
like there could have been so many like better songs. Like he dropped like Pissy Pamper, like trying to be cut.
See, but the thing, people, y'all ruin things. You got people out here leaking music and then being mad when they don't drop it. You
No,
already
I
dropped
think
it.
he
So I have a
leaks
qu-
his own shit because that's why people like come out and like they're still so supportive because it's like, oh my god, how did he leak it? And then it's like, no, it's like Mario Judah made Carti drop on Christmas, bro.
That's crazy. and
Okay,
he just released the song.
Listen,
He did.
we think Mario Judah was like a plant to like get us ready, trained our ear for a whole lot of red. Then when
Yeah.
Carti dropped, it was like, oh shit, I've heard this before.
This is like
I'm
level.
like the bee.
Marketing.
But
Come on.
No
Actually,
way.
dude, I unironically fuck with Mario Judah.
I
by
can
the
see
way.
that. You seem like a Mario Judah type of guy.
I'll never like play him in front of the homies, but sometimes
Put
in
in
the
front of the
shower,
hoes.
like I'm just like, Mario, I found you. Like, don't you run from me.
I'm not listening to Mario Judah.
No, I don't think.
Only on Twitter.
I don't think I can. I feel like that's
He's
what they
like-
play in Guantanamo Bay.
Nah.
Nah, for real. Oh my god, could you imagine? Like you have to hear Die Very Rough on repeat.
And then at the end you have to just see him, which is just as scary. But now moving on to the next topic, which is Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese has indicated that WNBA players are prepared to strike if their demands for higher salaries and improved working conditions are not met in the upcoming CBA negotiations. Is Angel Reese's opinion valid?
Considering it's National Women's History Month, yes.
But like, what if it wasn't?
Yeah, I still think it is. I like without even comparing it to the NBA, I think they like on their rookie contracts, like per year, they don't even make six figures, and it's like to be on that, to be like that displayed like throughout America, like for that long, like they should. Like I think the game's growing.
And I think the next generation of hoopers is coming. Like we already got Caitlyn Clark in there, but,
Juju
like, we got
Watkins.
Juju coming. Like, dude, it's about to get bigger, and maybe
Paige Blackers too.
they need more. They need more money, man. I think so.
Yeah.
Give Cameron Brink the bag.
I was gonna say, but okay, kind of staying with the WNBA. We didn't have a podcast when this is going on. This was all over Sports Debates talk show, which naturally means that us three, who are easily the most qualified people in the world to talk about this, need to
Easily.
talk about this.
Oh,
How do you
God.
guys feel about Caitlyn Clark's treatment last season as a WNBA rookie?
It's very similar to how LeBron was treated. I think it's like very similar to how LeBron was treated, just because like it's a lot of people that like know their spot's gonna get taken, having an ego about it, and because of that, they want to like make their flash in the pan as great as it can be before like it's gone. Because Caitlyn's gonna
Flash in the
stay, like,
pan, great as it can. Sorry. Yeah.
but no, it's like Caitlyn's gonna be there for like years to come. Like she's gonna be running the league. Like I think it's gonna be like a lot of people or a lot of girls in like her draft class are gonna be mainstays for a minute. So it's just like the older girls like recognize that and they're trying to get like what they can like while they can. Like, do you remember when like LeBron's best teammate was like Carlos Boozer? And like the whole team around him was like calling
Drew
him
Gooden.
ass, like
Drew Gooden,
from
Eric
the start.
Snow,
Anderson Varejao.
Booby Gibson, like
Yeah.
fucking,
Dude, just like fucking future all-stars.
But it's like even MJ had that.
Yeah, I think that's what people were missing. I think people were upset because they're like, she's bringing so much revenue to the league. Like, why are you attacking and like having this level of jealousy? But like, it's like a human emotion to have. Like, her signing bonus to Nike was like what, like 31 million. Like these women are
Is it
like,
really?
There's something crazy like that. Where like
Shit.
like something really, really big. I don't know if it's exactly, but it's in that range. I'm pretty sure. And like having someone on your team that's making that much money when the other rookie on your team is like barely cracking 6 figures. Obviously, that incongruency is going to cause some type of rift. But I want to say for everyone in here, and I know you used to play basketball. How many points do you guys think you could get on Caitlyn Clark if you guys were playing 1-on-1? Make it, take it. So if she scores, she gets the ball back.
Oh fuck.
Who starts with the ball?
You start with the ball.
Damn. Okay, I might get like 4 points.
You think
Yeah.
6. No, and I might do. You know.
we're going by 1s and 2s, so
Okay. Oh yeah, I could get to 4. Like do a couple layups. You know. 5.
Yeah, just drive to the hoop.
Yeah.
you
And then,
guys
like,
are
if I
you guys are
miss-
delusional. Oh, maybe only 4 points. I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
she's
like-
gonna beat me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say she could beat
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
She's not gonna miss. Like,
Yeah,
but, like,
I would say
Maybe 3 for me.
yeah, I'd probably put
I was
myself
pretty
at
nice
3.
back in the day, though.
time out. I might skunk her.
Yeah,
Yep.
I could see that.
I might
do it for
skunk her.
Dr. Umar.
Dude, I might. Bro, we gotta.
Young water cycle.
I might have to. Come on, man.
That jumbo was water.
Ugh.
All right, now
Wow.
moving on to the next one. Actually, before we do that, speaking about WNBA players, I think you said that you were going to do something again.
Oh yeah. Given that my my Pookie Bear hasn't responded to my last
Just so
voicemail,
sad that she hasn't
Oh, wow.
responded yet.
I decided to write up a new little letter for her podcast. So
I'm sure she's going to love that.
yeah,
The Google subscriber you have called is not available.
She never picks up.
Please leave a
yeah.
message after the
Cameron,
tone.
please one day. Oh, dear Cameron, the fuckers in school telling me they're always in the barbershop. Cameron Brink ain't about this. Cameron Brink ain't about that. My boy BD on fucking Lamron in there. They say don't be a nigga putting in work. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas ain't no shit. All y'all motherfuckers talking about Cameron Brink ain't no hitter. Cameron Brink ain't this. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't live with that nigga. Y'all know that nigga got caught with a ratchet. Shooting at the police and shit. Nigga been on probation since fucking, I don't know when. Motherfucker, stop fucking playing him like that. Them niggas savages out there. If I catch another motherfucker talking sweet about Cameron Brink, I'm fucking beating their ass. I'm not fucking playing no more. You know them niggas roll with little Reese in there. Young chop on that beat.
All right, well.
Snaps
Yeah,
for
that was
Sareem.
crazy.
Snaps for Reem.
That was-
She's gonna block us.
Yeah, there's no. I think there's no. I think we're getting farther away from a response with something
But
like
I
that.
think she might. You think Cameron brings her love Sosa, right?
Love
She's had to. Like, everybody's heard love
If
Sosa.
she hasn't, then we shouldn't call anymore. I think that's the rule.
I mean, I don't know.
No, that was amazing. I think that's performance art.
Cameron, just
These
respond, then we'll
bitches love
stop.
Cameron.
Oh,
Oh, and I know
yeah.
it. Robberies and rovers, you gon' get fucked over. We do it off of Cameron. You boys ain't getting older. We got lots of dope. We got lots of dope.
That was whatever that was. It was a beautiful moment. We're now moving on though to the next one, which is Billy McFarland, infamous for the 2017 Fyre Festival disaster, has announced Fyre Festival 2, scheduled for May 30th to June 2nd, 2025 on Isla Mujeres, Mexico, with
I'm low-key
tickets
going.
ranging from $1,400 to over $1 million. However, local authorities claim no permits have been requested, casting doubt on the event's legitimacy. Mateo, could you please pull up this video of Billy? Actually, he gives kind of a nice synopsis of his plan here. And, as we know with Billy, he always says the truth, and that's the lie I was talking about.
We're going to have artists across electronic, hip hop, pop, and rock. However, it's not just music. We might have a professional skateboarder do a demonstration. You might have an MMA champion teach you techniques in the morning. And
You say we might have. Are any of these for sure haves? Are they booked?
so I think what makes Fyre so cool is that we are selling the experience of Fyre. I want to be one of the first festivals that can sell out with no artists.
But you do have them booked.
We're announcing the artists over the next few months, so I'm not in charge of booking the talent.
Will these be A-list names that are involved?
I really hope so, and I expect so from our conversations.
Where is Ja Rule so I can make sense of all of this?
Thank you, Mateo.
Bro.
Help me, Ja.
I think the only reasonable option is that Fyre Festival should send us 3 to cover it.
No, let's do it.
I agree.
Pressers, we're getting the $1 million package. Put it on Andrew's card.
Literally. So Andrew's gonna send us to Fyre Festival too. And I know guys, he hasn't announced the name, so I think a really fun exercise for us would be who If we were making a lineup for Fyre Festival 2 with horrible artists, who do you guys think that we should have on the lineup?
Well, for sure, Ja Rule. We have to have Ja Rule.
Ja Rule would be a good one. How
Mate.
about Tom McDonald?
I hate that guy.
I know, that's why he'd be perfect for Fyre Festival 2.
Shit,
These are all artists that we hate.
Lil
All
Pump.
artists we hate.
Lil-
Fuck. So J. Cole headlining.
Oh,
Fyre Fest.
Burn him at
Shout out Slim Jesus. Let's have him there. Ice JJ
Oh,
Fish.
Slim Jesus.
My
God.
fucking
I'm sorry, J. Cole.
Oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine would be great. He'd fit right in.
yeah.
Maybe 50 Tyson.
Who?
50 Tyson.
The fuck is Vinny Tyson? Is
Yeah,
Fofty.
50 Tyson.
Fofty.
Nah.
Bro, that was like.
Fofty.
What about Bad Baby? She could do her new song.
Yeah,
True.
just drop.
Whoa,
Like,
Vicky. Oh, let's get Lil Tay out there.
Oh, dude, they could have a back. Oh, Blueface.
Yeah,
Blueface. I
Bro,
think.
come on. Blueface isn't. Come on, guys.
You don't
but
think-
we commute a sentence by doing that.
Okay, we'll do that.
What about then Clinton Kane? Do you guys know the story of Clinton Kane?
Are you supposed to do that faked his like death? Or he said his family died.
Yeah,
But like, yeah.
dude,
Oh,
he would
what
be
about-
amazing there.
What about Uncle Adams? Have you guys heard of Uncle Adams?
You talking about Sammy Adams, the rapper?
No, like the guy that like Fantano roasted. Like he's like this dude that's like makes like Mickey Mouse ass music. He like he's like I'd rather be original. Like you guys have never heard about him?
No.
Oh my god, he should be booked.
I'll put a clip here. I just don't want us to get copyrighted, but we're having a really stacked lineup. I think people would love to come. I think our headliner should be Ye.
Yeah. Oh, we should put Dave Blunt's like as the under.
We should
Okay.
put Dave
Yeah,
Blunt as the
that,
other.
we might have to put him in luggage though.
So I actually have something going on. Mateo, so speaking of Ye as the headliner, Ye and Dave Blunt's, hold on really quick. What were you going to say?
Speaking of luggage, Southwest Airlines is ending their free check bags, and I
What
think
are
it's
they
a crime.
doing?
Like, what are you doing? Like, that's the thing that makes people come to you. Why
That's
would you
like
do that?
McDonald's getting rid of burgers.
Like the fries,
Or the
like,
shake machine.
Like, come on, guys.
yeah, dude, it's fucked
Southwest,
up.
get it together, bring it back.
Dude,
Profits aren't everything.
I only fly Spirit, so it's like I'm not too bummed, but like,
Really?
damn, yeah.
Is it fine?
Yeah, I mean, like
I don't-
the seats don't go back,
have
and
to
like you don't have a
fly the plane?
seatbelt, but yeah, you know, you're just kind of everyone's standing up. It's like a bus.
Oh, that's lit. That's why it's an Airbus.
Yeah, one time I saw them.
Yeah.
They took someone off. They had to take some like kind of fat guy off, and they're like, "We have a weight limit." And I was like, "I've never
Oh.
heard of a weight limit on a plane."
That's very un-American.
It's very un-American. There was this one guy who walked in. He's like, "Guys, I know this is not like a normal plane." I was like, "A normal plane? It's not. You know, why would you?"
Well, I mean, the one time I booked Spirit, it was like shorter than normal. So like that's the Spirit I fly.
I had to be real. That was a joke from Pete Davidson. And he was like, I went on this weird airline, and they kept saying, this is not like a normal plane. He's like, stop saying normal plane. What I'm about to go on. But if we could actually go back, so if the Ye is the headliner, and you were saying Dave Blunt's, I think it'd be really good, actually. They had an amazing interaction. If you go to Rare Finds, number 3, actually, please, Mateo. I'm going a little out of order for you. I apologize. Actually, the next one, please. Sorry about that. 4, thank you. So Dave Blunt's and Ye actually have been interacting really well. So they're just gonna be pictures. The first one is basically saying that I'm pretty sure Ye just admits to Dave Blunt's that he's one of his favorite creators, which is kind of like out of nowhere. You know, you're a little surprised.
I can't put down the cup.
You're kind of surprised in the reverence that Ye has for Dave Blunt's.
I'm so sick that I'm not like creating right now, like how I should be, because like I could be meeting like one of my heroes, but like it's ironic that it would be at this time, but like this is the best time I could meet.
Ye?
Yeah, dude. You know, Miles just like was on
Bomb.
the last. Yeah.
Yeah.
What, Donda 2?
Yeah.
And then Mateo, could you go to the next one, please, down the list? You'll kind
You
of.
know, Miles could be at our Fyre Fest.
You know, Miles would be a great one. So the next one is, I'm pretty sure Ye is like, hey, I'm gonna introduce you to my trainer. We gotta keep you alive.
I agree. The corporation's trying to kill him. They want him to stay big and stay drinking lean.
Mm-hmm.
I think also his fan base kind of does, because that's why they like him a little bit.
Yeah.
Then Mateo, could you go to the last one, please?
CIA is just making millions.
And this is
off
kind of the
him.
last one. This is he was confused. He thought that, you know, he was Drewski. The new allegations, and he was very upset. He told him to lose the trainer's number. I love how he was like, hey, like, we could still be friends, just got to lose the trainer number. Yeah, you're in these allegations for Drewski.
Hey man, false.
Yeah, I don't want to speak to the case, but
I don't think
like,
we
could
should,
you
yeah.
imagine like Dave Blunt's like on a slip and slide?
Imagine
like,
that.
just-
Imagine that slip and slide was a human body. All right, moving on to that one.
Moving on.
Let's go back to just the normal programming we have, which is the NBA MVP race is heating up between Jokic and SGA, with Jokic delivering historic triple doubles and SGA showcasing dominant scoring performances. Who do you guys think deserves the MVP?
SGA.
I think it's Shea. I think Jokic. It's like, do you remember when LeBron would win MVPs or would? Like, KD and Steph won those MVPs, but, like, it's recognized that LeBron's the best player in the league.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Steph deserved it in 2016, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's, like, Jokic is entering that territory where this is, like, normal for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shea is just having a phenomenal fucking season.
He's so
And I
consistent.
think Jokic is,
whole
like,
life is
one of the best offensive players, like, ever. But his defense cannot be ignored. I think he is one of the worst rim protectors in the game right now. And that game where, like, everybody's like, yo, like, he just dropped 30, 20, and 20. Like, you have to, like, see that, like, they went to overtime. Like, they were only going to win by 3. And you have to look at and, like, see why. It's because Jokic can't guard Mason Plumlee.
Dude, well, that's why we need Mason Plumlee instead of Alex fucking Lamb.
That's not what I'm saying, though. What I'm saying is that, like,
Dude's always come
Jokic,
back
like,
to Lakers.
Jokic can't, like, Jokic can't be like a defensive anchor. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but
Like-
I feel like he's spending so much energy doing everything else. He's
No,
like,
he
just
is, but
filling
it's
the
like,
box.
That's Aaron Gordon's job. And also, SGA actually is second in the team on steals, so he
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
has him in that.
so that's what I'm saying. It's like it should be
so
Shea. It's like it's
long.
like both ends of the floor. Like Shea is dominating.
just so
So-
long and agile. And
Yeah, man.
Just really aura.
I think we should. I think you should call his podcast next week, and you should leave a message. I
For
think you
Shea.
like it so
Oh,
much.
listen, man.
Shea, my Pookie Bay.
I've
No.
been a SGA fan since he landed in OKC. I seen this.
He
whole
looks
thing
at SGA.
coming.
He's like, "Sweet God Almighty."
Man, I knew these days were coming. And I just, I think MVP race got changed when Russell Westbrook won it, being on like a 7th seed team, and like we were just like, okay, he had the best season, but it was like the whole KD storyline.
Yeah, that was a great
Yeah.
storyline. So actually, that's an amazing segue. You did it last week. It was you. This week it was
Nah,
Oh.
yeah, on something though.
Huh.
Yeah, go.
Luka should have won last year if that's the logic.
So that's the whole thing that's going on between. So Luka had a better season. He was averaging like 33, 9 and 9, and Jokic, had, almost a triple double, but was on a higher seed.
Yeah, and now it's
Yeah.
like
Now it's the same thing, but now it's like that's why SGA
Yeah.
should win if that was what happened last year. I agree.
Yeah, like Luka had the 60, 21, and 10 game, and then the 73-point game, and then it's like, why he was the best player in the league last year. Like,
And then
you
Nico
can't
looked
ignore
at that and was like, you know what? Like, I don't believe in this guy.
he smokes too much hookah.
Yeah, it was like fucking, dude. But like, speaking of which, I actually now want you guys to tell me if these were MVP robberies.
Mm.
Steve Nash over Kobe in 2006.
No.
Nah, because Kobe got like the second most first place votes, but it's like that team was so bad that there was no chance. Like, you got to give credit to like Steve Nash for like uplifting that like 05-06 Suns team.
And that stat line looks so pedestrian now in these days. It's like he
Yeah.
won MVP, like 18-9 or something. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
what the
crazy.
fuck? But, Steve.
Yeah, they were hooping.
They were, and he completely revived that franchise, and they were.
Plus, Kobe dunking on him in like the first round is so therapeutic.
That was actually when he hit the game winner as well. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Showed nipple.
Next one, Derrick Rose over LBJ in 2011.
See, that was when the narrative was if you had the best record, best team. So D Rose won in that regard, but LeBron was the best player. So
Yeah,
I don't think it was really a robbery.
I think LeBron deserved it.
LeBron can be a better player, but I
He
think
deserves more than 4
but-
fucking MVPs.
But
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing is like that Heat team was still figuring it out. I think by year 2, year 3, he had
I'm
it
pretty sure
right.
they were the second seed. They weren't too far behind. But D Rose also was an amazing story, and I feel like a lot of times the narrative plays a big factor.
Dude,
Yeah.
D Rose is so lit.
Shout out to Derrick Rose.
D Rose,
And
D Rose,
Nice.
D Rose, D Rose.
Finally, Westbrook over Harden 2017. That was a very contentious one.
Westbrook deserved it at the time, just at the time. But like you look back on it, Harden deserved it.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
I think
Even-
Harden kind of deserved it.
You
At
could
the
even
time.
like argue like LeBron over Harden the next year too. Like it's
Yeah,
just-
that was the 2018 was really, really big. LeBron was
Yeah.
going off.
I don't know. It's like
Westbrook did damage to the Lakers that just was irreversible.
But
I guess
that's
now
just-
it's in reverse, actually.
But yeah, we still made the conference finals after trading him.
Yeah, but we traded him and then went there. Now, guys, moving on. During a recent Lakers game, LeBron James confronted ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith over perceived criticisms of his son, Bronny James. Smith later described his confrontation as weak and some bullshit. Mateo, could you please, also really quick though, before the quote that had everyone up in arms, Stephen A. said, "I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this." Can we please put up the link of Stephen A. Smith, the first one?
Jefferson, you saw the video. So when he sat up there and said, when I'm talking as a dad, right? That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm tripping. I don't give a F. Once he talks about you I plead as a father, I can't. So it wasn't about Bronny. It was about him. Those are his words. Once he said, as a father, that was about him.
So really quick, are his comments about Bronny fair or are they off base? And how do you guys feel about LeBron approaching him?
I think it's crazy that LeBron did that. Like, I thought that was like nuts. Like,
It was a little nuts.
I thought Grok was like fucking with me on Twitter, and they were like, LeBron approached Stephen A. because it just didn't feel real. But like hearing that it was about Bronny is just like, Bronny's in the G League. Like we should like he was the 55th pick. Like
who's the last 55th pick anybody's giving a fuck about?
You know what I'm saying?
Brock Purdy. I'm joking.
Bro,
That's 261st.
I was gonna say though, I think it's like, how do you think Bronny feels? I feel like I would feel like very uncomfortable if my dad at this age was going up to people and being like, stop talking. Like honestly, like if my dad did that, I'd be like, stop. Like
dude, what are you doing?
It's like the whole LeVar thing where it's like Lonzo kind of distanced himself from that.
Yeah, it's like just like I don't know. It'd be like a very uncomfortable. I feel a little bad for him. I do think that like LeBron was trying to do the right thing as a father, but
I mean, he was due to like confront Stephen A. or Skip like eventually.
Yeah, Skip just won't show his face around.
I think it's cool that he did it in person. I think if you like,
yeah,
Stephen A's like, oh, well, Rich Paul has my number. I'm like, dude, like, stand on business. Like, do it there.
I
like,
agree. That was more standing on business.
Yeah, I think Stephen A's pissed because like he got ambushed, but it's like that's probably
he got punked.
Yeah, and it's really just looks. It's kind of he just feels embarrassed about it. And then he's like he's making it feel like, and then now he's harping on the fact that like LeBron just wanted to be selfish and like say it.
The longer that he talks about it, the longer like people are gonna talk about it and not just like go into the memory hole too. And it's like the longer he talks about it, like he's gonna look like a punk for it.
Bro, but it's the engagement, man. We all need the engagement. That's why we're talking about it.
Literally, it's well, you know, we're clip farming right now from it. I think
I've gotten too self-aware. My fault.
Down the fourth wall.
Dude, you know, Stephen A. Smith though has been really on kind of a tear, going on different news outlets, and it's for one reason. Do you guys think, or / would you vote for him as the Democratic nominee in the next election?
Why not? Why not? Like, bro, we should have voted for Kanye when we had
Oh
the
my
chance.
God, no!
When
no,
we had the
no,
chance.
no.
So people can vote for Trump, but we can't vote for Kanye.
I mean, just like I feel.
And they're
like,
saying like the same thing, but in different fonts.
ooh, I mean, we don't need to get too far into politics.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Let's
would you vote for Stephen A. Smith?
Yes.
I think I vote for LeBron and that's it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd vote for Stephen A. if he
LeBron
won
would make
primary,
Bronny his
but,
VP.
Yo. Okay. Stephen A. Smith, president. LeBron, VP. Secretary of Defense.
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green. There we
Wow.
go. And Pat Bev is like his underling.
Foreign affairs. Kyle Kuzma.
Right,
You know,
there
they
you
have
go.
a great. They have a great roundup of that. And now, guys, finally, let's grade these NFL free agency moves A to F.
Let's do it.
There's been a lot of moves going on
Hella.
in the NFL. We're still waiting on one domino to fall, which is Aaron Rodgers. Where do you guys think he's going to go?
He's got to go to the Vikings, fulfill the prophecy. Mississippi, look out.
That's crazy. You think he's going to the Vikings? I thought he was going to go to the Steelers.
Protect your food stamps, everybody.
I hope he goes to the Vikings just because time would be a flat circle, or in his eyes, it'd be a flat earth. But I think I don't know. Who gives a shit? He's good. Like, I don't know. I'm willing to like chalk up last season to like the Jets being the Jets, but like I also don't really care that much. I don't
think he still got it.
No.
The Devontae Adams game where like he went for like 200 yards in like one half is, you know, like I think he's got flashes of it, but it's like he's got to go to a team that's like already kind of there.
I think he'd be like Jared Goff. Like he needs a really good O line, and he needs just to have like people that can like.
Jared Goff can be like top 5 if he's in the right spot.
I think Jared Goff's better than him, but I think he needs that type of like in a dome, perfect conditions. He can obviously throw the ball really well. But.
Yeah, maybe.
Be really funny if he went to the Giants.
Yeah, just right
so crazy. Like, what the fuck? Speaking of that, New York teams, let's go. Newest one, Sam Darnold to the Seattle Seahawks. What do you guys grade that?
Sammy D getting paid, baby.
Oh, USC. Shout out.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give it a B.
I was going to give it a B, too.
Yeah.
It's a really team-friendly deal.
I would actually say
100.5.
Yeah, I think I would give it an A personally because it's like either they're better than they were with Gino or they suck. And they're in a good spot for when Julian Sam and Ark Manning go to the draft.
Great point. Now, staying, I guess, with New York, Justin Fields to the New York Jets.
I think it's an A, but I think the Jets just are kind of mid. But we get him teamed up
You
with
think
like...
it's an A? I mean, yeah, it's a really... I think it's like a B minus, C
He's about to
plus.
be the starting quarterback, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's like an upgrade. I think also... I mean, it's a really team-friendly deal. I'm pretty sure it's like, what, like $10 million over 2 years? Something like that?
40 million over 2 years.
I think
little
the
off by
Jets might be like second in the AFC East.
Ooh. I think the Patriots with Vrabel is going to be way better.
You think so?
I think Vrabel's an amazing coach.
You know, he is pretty good.
I don't know. So we go C plus for me.
I'll go C.
C. You go A.
All right.
No, you can give it A.
A.
What about Devontae Adams to the Los Angeles Rams? A plus.
F for fuck y'all.
Yo. And he lost some more we're going to go over. But
Oh, my God. I don't think it does
think it's a
anything
B?
to push you guys over. I don't think
Devontae
receiver
Adams
was
is like...
I don't think receivers where you guys need to upgrade, but I think Devontae's still good. But I think he's going to be 2 to Puka, so I'd give it like a B minus.
So actually,
A B minus?
You can't double cover Puka. You got Adams,
But
What do you
Puka.
no,
mean?
like Stafford's going to force feed him. Like Stafford has his favorite targets.
Yeah,
But like he
you're
would
giving
still
it
be
a
open.
B. You're giving it a B, a C?
No, I'm going to give it a B minus just because like that's not where you guys like need to get better.
Where do we need to get better?
I would say the O-line.
Ask Brenda Song. She knows.
Facts.
She knows
Dude,
everything.
she knows, actually.
She knows ball.
I'm pretty sure we got a really good who do we get? We got someone from your team actually. What was his name?
I think his name is
Puka?
Puna Ford.
Yeah, Puna Ford. So
Yeah, he's the nose tackle.
shout out Puna Ford. Myles Garrett, contract extension with the Cleveland Browns.
Cash rules
F.
everything around me.
Horrible.
Cream, get the money.
bro,
dollar bill,
He
y'all.
said, "I want to win." Oh, bet. I'll take the bag. That's all.
Sometimes
the bag wins though.
Sometimes money talks.
We're in the recession. Like no one else was gonna pay him that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's just I guess it's kind of about like legacy or just lump sum.
Generational wealth like goes beyond you. So
exactly.
Seriously, that's why our contracts are gonna be sick. But next one, DeAndre Hopkins to the Baltimore Ravens.
Washed. I don't even have a wash.
yeah.
W.
But like, nah, washed. It's
Yeah,
washed.
I think it's like a B minus. I would put.
Yeah, I'll give it a
C.
C.
And finally, Joey Bosa to the Buffalo Bills.
That's like the A.
C.
I think it's like a C.
He doesn't play enough. Like they cut Von Miller to get him basically.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't play nearly enough.
I think it's a B plus.
I think he
But
could
it's-
add something.
He's on a $12 million. It's a team friendly deal, but it's like he doesn't play enough.
You
Like,
guys just signed a running back, Najee Harris.
We did get Najee.
How are you feeling about that?
I would feel better if we got like an X receiver. Like I'm okay that we passed on DK. I'm pissed that we passed on Devontae.
That's why he graded it so low, everyone.
Yeah,
And he
no,
lost
I
T.
graded it
Higgins.
well because hopefully we can trade for him. But it's like it's on the table. But it's like Najee's good. Like he's a 1,000-yard per season guy, and it's like you can't knock that. And I think he would be like a good yin yang to like J.K. Dobbins if we're able to resign him. Like I think Najee can be the bell cow. J.K. can be like the break off receiver.
Didn't you guys?
or
Did you get
running
Gus?
back?
Did you guys let Gus Edwards walk? Is that who it was? I thought-
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm cool with Najee.
And then so free agency. We're still waiting on Russell Wilson. I'm pretty sure he's also flying to Cleveland. to go check out the Browns, and then if not, he'll make a decision on Pittsburgh.
I hope he just stays there.
He should.
I mean, do you guys think that last one? I think. Do you guys think that they're gonna keep both DK and George Pickens?
They should.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's gonna be
like,
the, what is that?
Pickens
What
up.
is that receiver room gonna look like? Those two are crazy. They crash out pretty heavily.
And they're gonna be both calling for the ball, so
And just
they
fucking
need
yeah.
someone to throw
Fucks
that
off.
thing. Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, like I think Russell
Russ
Wilson. I
has the
think
chemistry.
Russell Wilson throws a better deep ball right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like there were some really great plays he had with George Pickens last year. But awesome. Well, now we have our guest for episode 6 on here, Don Chenz. How you doing today, man? Thank you so much for taking the time. I know we just said that, but for the now that we're recording.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys.
What's up,
Yeah,
man?
you
What's
too,
up?
man.
Appreciate you having me on.
Of course, man. It's a super big honor. Shout out Andrew Zarella, CEO of Pressers. He connected us, and we're super honored.
Dude, he's like a point guard. I don't know how he does this.
I know, literally.
He's amazing.
He's just putting out dimes on every single
Jason
piece.
Williams, man.
He's like
AZ3.
He's like Steve Nash back in the day running the Mike D'Antoni offense. But I want to say, so Don, I was looking at, I actually saw this really amazing post that you kind of wrote out your story of how you really just became a content creator in that Barstool. So I know you used to work in finance and then you grinded for over 5 years to have the opportunity to do this full time. And like, I want to say that's super inspiring, man. Congrats.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was working in finance for probably like 6 or 7 years, and I hated it. It was like ruining my life.
Wow.
So it took me a while of like I was podcasting on my own, doing stuff on my own for a bit, and then I was finally able to get a foot in the door here. I was freelancer for like 14 months, and I got full time in like October of 22 here at Barstool. So it's been a little over, it's like 2.5 years now I've been here. So
Dang.
yeah, so it was a grind, and
No,
we're still grinding. So
That's fire, dude.
I mean, like, that's what it takes. I feel like, especially with content, I mean, like, it's just such a volume game of just pumping out, increasingly better quality content. And then, you finally get that return on your hard investment of time, man. So that's super awesome to hear. I also saw that you were just on a podcast, right? Wolf Mentality.
I hosted a podcast. That was one of 2 podcasts that I've done over the years. So like that was my intro into, that was my first podcast I ever did. I first started trying to do fitness stuff.
Really?
So that was because I was like, well, I want to do this stuff. I want to do my own thing. What am I passionate about? And at the time, it was fitness and hip hop. And I was like, I'm a white guy. No one's going to take my hip hop opinion seriously. So I went with fitness at first. Wow. And then after a while, I was like, I don't like this. I'm just going to go with what I really want to do. And it kind of started working once I did that. So
Love that.
You got to go with your gut.
We were looking through your gram too, because like I saw like you were like heavy into fitness. I also saw that you used to play football growing up. What position did you play?
I was like slot receiver, running back, kind of a mix of both. But yeah, I was pretty big. I'm not the tallest dude, so I try to make up for it in the gym.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually got a quick question to you, because there's a couple rappers that like play college ball, like high school football. Do you think you could take Jid in a 1-on-1?
Like me, am I covering him or am I trying to beat him?
Like he's a DB, you're trying to beat him. Like
I don't know, because like I stay away from doing athletic shit now, because now I'm just scared of getting hurt.
ACL.
It's not worth getting hurt.
ACL.
Yeah,
I feel
at this
that
age now. So probably not now, but maybe in my prime, I would like to think I would.
Mm-hmm.
But he was nice. Did he play in college or no?
Yeah, he did. He played until his like 3rd year, and then him and the Earth Gang boys got kicked out of their dorm. Like,
I didn't know that. I knew like ESTG, I think, played in college too.
Yeah, he
I'm
was
pretty
a
sure.
hooper, man.
A couple dudes, played college ball.
Like Toby Nwigwe, Schoolboy Q.
Yes. Yep.
I love it. We could put up a combine right there and kind of see what that's like. Knowing Don, I feel like he just a really good technical receiver. Great footwork.
Hit him on a dig or something.
Great route running.
The technique would be brutal now. I couldn't even imagine what route running would be like.
No, dude,
brutal.
I play soccer every single Monday night in a co-ed league, and just it's laughably hilarious how bad I've become after being good when I was younger. But so I know, so for everyone that's watching, prior for us coming on the show, I always ask the guests what their favorite album of all time was, and Don said Igor, fantastic album. We actually did Cherry Bomb last week, but we saw that you had a picture with Tyler, the Creator, and you met him. Could you go over that?
So I met him. So I'm about to see Tyler on tour for his Chromacopia tour when he comes to Jersey, which will be my 8th time seeing him live. But the first time I saw him live is from that picture. 2013. It was the Earl Wolf tour, so it was him and Earl Sweatshirt.
Holy shit.
He did a pop-up. I forget where it was. The show was at Irving Plaza. And I waited like 3 hours in line, and I was like, dude, like, I gotta meet him, because he's God to me. So like, I'll wait however long I need to. So waited like 3 hours. He was up like this set of stairs. I was with a bunch of friends, and I was like, screw you guys, I'm going by myself. Like, they all wanted to go together. I was like, no, I need my moment. So I walked up there, and I didn't know what to say. Because he could make fun of you if you do something goofy. So I was like so scared. If he made fun of me, that would ruin my life. So I was like, all right, I gotta like keep it neutral, because he makes fun of me. Like, I don't know if I'll survive. So I just said, hey, what's up? I'm Vinny. I'm a huge fan. So nice to meet you. And he just laughed in my face and said, oh, shit, you look like a Vinny. And then just laughed in my face. We took that picture, dapped up. He's like, all right, see you, bro, like in his deep voice. So that was the only time I ever met him. But, yeah, I'm going to go see him live for the 8th time this year.
Heck yeah.
Dude, 8th is impressive. We actually, so before we even, they started working at Pressers with me, we actually all ran into each other at the Chromacopia release party at the new Intuit Dome in Inglewood. So we heard.
Oh, how was that? That looked awesome.
Yeah,
no, it was amazing, dude.
Yeah, you guys.
But parking was expensive as shit. So like,
yeah,
the live stream was way better.
The show was cheap though, right? Wasn't the show like super cheap to go?
Bro,
to?
I spent way more on parking. It was crazy.
It was a $5 show, $60 parking. Don't ask Malik how much he paid.
I spent $115 on parking.
How did you spend $115?
I parked where James Harden parked. Okay, like that's where I parked. It was crazy.
That's crazy. That's why you guys both go to the same strip club too. That's perfect. That makes sense.
Yeah. Spearmint Rhino.
So really quick, guys, before we dive into this, so I've actually never told this story to like on the air, like in like social media wise, but it's a Tyler the Creator story. It's a true story. So me and my friend Griffin Lear, it was 2011, right when like they were starting to bubble. I'm from LA, so I grew up in Manhattan Beach, and we were at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm. Are you who they wrote about?
So we're at Six Flags, and we're right outside this roller coaster called Goliath. And I'm going to the bathroom, and I look over, and I see Earl's sweatshirt going to the bathroom. And I was just like, he's like in like one of the stalls. I was like, what the fuck? And I walked outside, and it was Odd Future on all like these rascals going through Six Flags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, of course, this massive just uproar comes because they were like, gods at that point. They were just bubbling in LA, like really peaking. And we all started freaking out, and then they were getting kicked out of Six Flags. And my friend Griffin took a photo of Tyler the Creator that I'm gonna put in post right now so you guys can see this. And Left Brain, he had his cast on. Mm-hmm. Looked right at my friend Griffin and was like, honestly, he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you take another fucking photo. And then like a year later, it's like a year or two later, 2013, Wolf comes out.
Right.
And I'm listening to it, and my friend Griffin texts me. He goes, yo, have you gone to the song Colossus yet? And I was like, no. He's like, you should put that song on. And I put it on, and then obviously we know how the first lines go. And I'm not saying I was like the full influence, but I was a part of the crowd that got him kicked out of Six Flags.
Were there
I was one of those 6 guys.
Wow.
That's a true story. That's insane.
I swear on my life, it's a true story. Like, you could put me in a lie detector test. I have the photo that I'll put in post. I've never said it to like on air, but yeah, that's a true story.
Fire.
Wow.
There's probably other people that were involved in that will say they are, and like I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I was definitely one of those people.
So like Wolfgang Yonkers, Goblin is your shit though.
Yeah, but I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be an asshole, so I'm sitting here. I'm joking. But that's just it was crazy.
So you're in the lore. That's awesome.
I'm in the lore. When I meet him, I'm gonna tell him that story, and he's gonna be like, that's dumb.
It's cool that you like keep an eye out for like a lot of underground rappers too. Like Grandview and I are both rappers, and it's like I was going through your page and like I saw you shouted out like Travis Spitta, My Name Isn't J-Mac, to name a few, and like I thought that was super cool. Like I've gotten to know them a bit out in LA, and I wanted to ask you, like, if there's like 3 rappers you think are gonna like just take it to that next level this next year, like who do you think they would be?
Well, on the Trevor note, me and Trevor go way back. I interviewed Trevor several times. The first time I interviewed him might have been like 2018. So really? I was like really, really early on Trevor. Yeah. I was interviewed him a long time ago.
That's fucking sick. Is the Tommy tour coming to Jersey though? Because Trevor came out.
They're coming to New York. Yeah, I saw he did the LA show.
Yeah.
And one other show, I think. Yeah, I don't know if he's coming. I haven't talked to him if he's coming to the New York one. But yeah, him, J-Mac, like those guys are awesome. If I had to pick 3, I mean, can I say Trevor? Because
Yeah.
I'm Team Trevor. So like, yeah, I've always been saying he's gonna blow up for sure. I think it's already happening. So I'll say Trevor.
Devontae Adams shouted him out like a year ago or
Yeah.
something.
No, he's awesome. He makes good music. He's consistent. I'm sure he's got a lot more coming. So him. That's a good question because I want to say like 1,000 people. I'll say Lou. Do you guys know Lou? Lu. He's a Florida dude. He's signed to like Puya and Fat Nick's record label.
Nice.
I love Lou. He's awesome. He's really sick. One other person. I'll say Lord Sco. Do you guys know Lord Sco?
Yeah, of course. So far.
And I'll do that as a plug for myself because I just interviewed him, so that's going to be coming soon. So you can check that out whenever I drop it soon. But he's, I think, gonna blow up for sure. So I'll say those three guys.
Yeah, those are all really great. We're gonna tag them in this as well and give them their flowers. Lord Sco's last album, production wise, was like one of the most like immaculate and just beautiful things I've heard in a long time.
I want to say so many people though. Like that's such a like I want to say like Insight, MRG. You guys know MRG?
No, but I'm learning so much this podcast episode.
MRG. He's sick and he's got a project coming soon. So check out him if you don't know him.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Thank you so much for those. We're really gonna be now. We have some new
We're
music
tapped
to listen
in.
to. Yeah,
We're
literally.
tapped
But awesome, guys. We're now gonna move on to the next section of our podcast, which is Bracket Madness. So prior to Don coming on, I asked him what his favorite album of all time was. He said Igor by Tyler the Creator. So what I did, I went on Spotify, seeded the songs 1 through 8 based on total number of streams, put it into an Elite 8 tournament bracket, and we're now all gonna find out what the best song on the album is. How does that sound, guys?
It's lit.
Let's run it.
I love Igor, dude. I love Igor, bro.
So does he, by the way.
No, I mean
masterpiece.
No, it's amazing, dude. He put it all together. Okay, go ahead.
He did. So I sent you an email with the bracket. Have you seen that by chance?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, perfect. So I actually did it, guys. It's the first guest I've able to.
Dude, you're the first guest to get the bracket.
I'm
It's
leveling
crazy.
up as a host, guys. I'm figuring it
normally
out.
Episode 6, we're here, baby.
Yo, literally, we throw them to the wolves. We're like fucking sink or swim. Like you don't even know. You don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Right, we're
But
just
we got-
naming songs.
Yeah, no, but we got this, guys. So the first song, which is the 1 versus the 8, the 1 seed being the most popular, the 8th seed being the 8th least popular in this bracket, is Earthquake versus Igor's theme. I'm gonna go Igor's theme and do a crazy Cinderella vibe.
Igor's theme is one of the best, and obviously I'm biased, is my favorite album ever, but it's one of the best intros ever. I mean, he puts like every little like sonically, like even the words where he's repeating the word running, and how that's goes to the song running out of time, like all the synths. It's just the way he set that up, where it kind of gives you everything in the whole album in one track. Is amazing. When he did the Igor tour and he came out to like that, like the synth in the beginning, stand there with the wig is epic. But yeah, Earthquake. It's got to go Earthquake though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
No,
as much
fair.
as I love Igor's
I love
theme,
that
but-
though.
That
You,
was
you gave an
amazing.
incredible
I was made
like
to say
preamble.
Igor.
That was an amazing preamble though, but we're going Earthquake. So what-
Earthquake.
Yeah, it's
It's
gotta
a
be
mega hit.
Earthquake.
It's a
I was
mega
one. It
hit.
was on verse 3. Earthquake is moving on. That makes sense. Amazing song. He actually wrote that for Justin Bieber. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he did. He
but-
shot that to a few people actually. Bieber, and I think he offered that to somebody else. Who
Rihanna,
declined
I
it.
think, as
forget who,
well.
though. Yeah, someone else. Yeah.
Crazy. But now, guys, we're going the 2 seed versus 7 seed. Really, this is a tough one. I guess not. But New Magic Wand versus A Boy Is a Gun.
Damn.
Oh, that's tough.
New Magic One.
New Magic Wand.
Yeah, New Magic Wand.
That's his favorite
I think-
song, I think. Like,
But it-
Yeah,
but-
have
but
you
is
guys,
it-
have
but
you
is
guys
it
seen that
ours?
live or no?
yes,
Yeah.
epic.
Yeah.
Epic.
Unbelievable. So,
I saw him
but
at
he did it at the
Coachella.
Grammys too.
The
when he performed at
Grammys
the
is
Grammys was epic. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
New
this
Magic
album.
Wand.
All right, so I think it's a clean sweep of New Magic Wand. Next one. I was surprised this is actually the 3rd seed. Are We Still Friends versus Running Out of Time?
Dang.
I know, I got to think about this one too.
I like Are We Still Friends? So that's gonna get my vote.
Yeah, it's so tough. I think I'm going to go...
I think I've cried to. I think we're.
yeah, I think I've done the same thing to Are We Still Friends, dude. I know.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect breakup song, man. Oh, at the end of it.
Just yearning, bro. I don't know, man. The yearning.
What are you doing?
I'm feeling that too.
Wow, we're. I love how collectively united we are today.
No, yeah. Normally it's.
Usually it's fucking mayhem over here. It's a great album. That's why. Now, guys, the last one of the quarterfinals, which is Gone Gone / Thank You versus I Think.
I'm going. I think.
I think.
Yeah, I could go.
Whoa.
I think is amazing.
Yeah. Wow. I was gonna go Gone Gone. This crazy. I thought that was gonna be a clean sweep, but quite the opposite there. I think is moving on.
Love that song.
We now have the semifinals, but before I do that, Don, why in one just kind of sentence, why is Igor Tyler the Creator's best album?
Oh my God. It's amazing. My favorite story is when that album dropped, I was on a drive to Boston, and like how everyone made fun of it, like DJ Khaled shit on it. Like when I first heard it was on shitty pickup truck speakers, and I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. And I was like, I was like disappointed. And then I was like, I got to listen to it again. There's no way he dropped a bad album. And then I listened to it on like headphones, and I was like, the second I heard it, I was like, this is the best album he's ever made that I've ever heard. One word? Did you say one sentence or one word?
No, one sentence. You're doing a great job. You pretty much just did it.
One. I don't know. That's so tough. It's got everything.
Yeah,
he just hits everything. Bro. He gets a little. People say like it's not a rap album, but he raps on it like on a Boy Is a Gun. It's great rapping. It's just the instrumentation. I said how it ties all in together. Listen to the Dissect podcast. The season they did on the album. If you have never heard that, highly recommend, because it breaks it down really well. But I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. It's just so good.
No, I think just like saying it's his most complete body of work, and usually that tends to be an artist's best body of work, is like when they completely wrap the package perfectly.
And it's concise. It's an easy listen. Like you look up, it's over. You're like, wow, I gotta hear it back.
You gotta run it back.
I definitely had to look up the lyrics to Boy Is a Gun on the way here too. And I think it like
while you're driving on the 405, you're like,
hey man, traffic's bad. Nah, it was like it kind of opened my eyes to like what he was going through, because like I think that was like around the same time he like came out publicly, whether it was on like Flower Boy or like Igor, and I think like A Boy Is a Gun like ties that in, where it's like the part where he like said like you go from Earthquake where it's like he's in love with somebody. And then it's like you go to A Boy Is a Gun where like he just takes that like just strips himself of like his former self. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
damn.
That's like some deep ass storytelling, you know?
You just told that story beautifully.
Yeah, he's big. Most of his albums are always telling some kind of story, and I do think that it's the best. It's the most complete and best told story. Like you were saying, it's concise. Like I just think it's a masterpiece.
I agree.
Perfect.
I agree, and I think that's what makes it so good. That's why making this into a semifinal is going to be so difficult for us. But now we are here at the semifinal, which is going to be Earthquake versus I Think.
I'm still going to go Earthquake.
I'm going to go Earthquake.
Earthquake.
Oh, dude, that we had to fucking pry that out of I feel that.
No,
it's such a like there's no bad choice.
But Earthquake, I've sang that like to like a woman, just like
really.
Don't leave.
Did you like at Ralph's? Just like
you know, like
serenade her.
Yeah, had to, bro.
Man, how's she doing?
She's okay.
We're gonna keep going now. So the other side of the semifinals, which is New Magic Wand versus Are We Still Friends?
New Magic Wand.
Yeah, New Magic Wand.
It's like moshing to that shit. Like that's such a banger.
It's a good.
Yeah, I'll go New Magic Wand.
There's such different songs, but now this is the first time in history this has ever happened in our show, which is the 1 versus the 2 seed. I guess the listeners got it right. It is Earthquake in the finals versus New Magic Wand. New Magic Wand.
I know my pick. Yeah, New Magic Wand.
I could still go Earthquake.
New Magic Wand.
Oh,
tough.
2 times in a row you've chosen the wrong one at the end, Sareem. How you feeling about that?
2 times in a row, I don't regret it.
Yeah, exactly. You'll stand on the morals. I love that. So, guys, that was the quick bracket of Igor. Please go check out that album if you have not. I'm pretty sure you have if you're listening to this podcast. It'd be very, very interesting if you have not. But now, guys, we're going to be moving on to our next section of the show, which is Clip Zone, where we create some clips for some of our other platforms like YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, and anything in between. So what we want to do is, Don, I'm going to ask you right now, blind rank these Tyler, the Creator songs, 1 through 5.
Ooh, okay.
Number 1, Gone Gone / Thank You.
I'll go 5.
Oh, whoa, okay. Boredom.
I'll go 4. This is dangerous, but
Now number 3 is She.
2.
4 is Like Him.
3.
1 is Yonkers then.
I'll take that.
That's a great list.
I like how that worked out.
Right.
I think that went well.
That's
yeah,
a good
go.
OG list, man.
Shout out Frank.
When do you remember listening to the Radicals mixtape back in the day with like the scarecrow, with the bloody
Yes.
scarecrow?
I got in my only. I forget actually if it's that mixtape or not, but I got in my first ever car accident driving, listening to "Swag Me Out." You guys
Swag
know
me
that song?
out, hey, swag
Yeah.
me out, bitch.
Me and my boy were going to Taco Bell, and he put that on knowing I loved it, and I just started going crazy while I was driving, which was really stupid, cutting 2 dudes off, and they T-boned my car because I was going so crazy to Swag Me Out, which I forget if it was that mixtape or not, but it's that era, so I'm going
think it was. I'm
include it
trying
in
to
that,
think.
but
That mixtape is low key one of the things I put on the most from Odd
Dude,
Future.
man.
Like All Right,
That's
Drop,
Swag Me Out, right.
oh my God, Orange Juice is on there as well.
It's like volume 1, right?
yeah, everything that's yours by Mike G. That song is so beautiful.
Orange Juice is excellent.
Yeah, that's the
a good one,
Lemonade
too.
remix, right?
Yeah,
that
Earl
shit's
Wolf.
so hard.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I can't believe you saw the Earl Wolf tour. That's incredible.
Yeah, it was a good show.
was that when he was fresh out Samoa too?
It was 2013, so that was like, yeah. I think that was right after. I think I went right after Wolf.
Yeah, and
The
then
album
Doris.
Wolf came out. I think it was right around that time.
Was Doris out yet?
Yeah, it must have.
Yeah, it makes
that must
sense.
have been out by then. Yeah.
That's so lit,
2013.
dude. I love Hive, like Vince Staples' verse on Hive, like just oh my fuck, man.
Dude, amazing.
Yeah. That's one of Vince Staples' best verses still to this day.
I totally agree with you, by the way, on that. That's such a incredible
it's
song.
nothing, cause it's nothing, bitch.
All right, next one. I want us to do King of the Hill with these songs from the Big Three. The first song on the King of the Hill is "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe." Okay.
Bet.
Now, does January 28th by J. Cole knock it off, or are we still keeping with "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe"?
Still keeping "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe."
Yeah.
Keep it.
All right, next one is Tuscan Leather.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Kendrick. I might go Tuscan Leather.
That's one of the best intros from Drake. I could.
I'm gonna say keep it, but I want to say the same, but I'm gonna say keep it.
You saying keep it?
I'm saying Tuscan Leather.
He's saying
You know
Tuscan.
that.
I don't know, cause "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibes." I'm gonna go keep it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go keep it.
So I guess in the event of a keep it and a tie, "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe" moves on.
Yeah.
Now does "Pride" by Kendrick Lamar knock off "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe"?
Yeah.
I think so. I love "Pride."
I'm still keeping it.
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. I shouldn't have put it first, but it's making a run. Also, next one is Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe Stay On or Lost Ones by J. Cole?
Fish don't kill my vibe.
Yeah.
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
I would have said Lost Ones.
Boring ass. Huh?
All right, what about Pound Cake?
Come on now.
It's Pound Cake, right?
Pound Cake.
Yeah, I think Pound Cake does it.
Ah, come on, dog.
Yeah.
He's
I'll
like,
go Pound Cake.
You're going Pound Cake?
I'll go Pound Cake.
All right.
It's so dope to freestyle too.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
it is. We gotta do a pound cake freestyle.
Yeah, let's do it right now. Disaster.
Hey,
All right, we got one more though. Is it gonna be Pound Cake or Duckworth?
Duckworth.
Damn, these are good.
Duckworth.
I'll say Duckworth.
I'm going
It's
Duckworth too.
storytelling.
I
It's
know.
storytelling, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was good. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe went way longer than I thought. Next one. I want you to tell me if these mixtapes are classic, just good, or mid.
Okay.
The Warm Up by J. Cole.
Classic.
Classic.
He's rapping his ass off.
Classic, even from Malik from Young Water Cycle.
See, but the thing is, that's like, that was the ceiling. That was the ceiling. That was the ceiling.
What about you, Don?
I'll say classic as well.
All right. Bastard, Tyler, the Creator.
Obviously classic.
Yeah, classic. 'Cause that's a
Easily.
foundation
Did I
for
just choose
everything.
Let's choose all classics. Next one is Overly Dedicated by Kendrick Lamar.
Classic.
Really? I think just good.
I'll say good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the Heart Part 2 is like his best intro. Like still to this
agree.
day, I think there are like some, like Michael Jordan's like kind of like, I love that song, but I can see how people think it's bad. But then like you got She Needs Me with like Dom Kennedy. You got Average Joe. You got
Barbed Wire.
what's the song where it's like
ROTC?
I'm gonna cut you off, like
I think it's
because
called,
you talking that whoop-de-whoop.
I think it's called Cut You Off, yeah.
Yeah, that song's so good, dude. Like it still holds up.
Keyword though, good.
Fucker, that's
I got him. We're doing
fine.
That's fair though.
Yeah.
How about this one? A Kid Named Cudi.
That's classic.
Classic.
It was cool.
I'll say good. I'm not the biggest Cudi fan though. So,
Same.
but it's
Same. High five.
yeah.
All right, I love that.
We're in an Astroworld hoodie, bro.
Dude, Kid
That
Named
literally like doesn't happen without
his
Cudi.
name is
What are y'all, bro?
Scott
we
Muscati.
can respect influence without having to like the guy that influenced him. He took the cool shit.
Dude,
and
I'm pretty
did
sure
what he
Gandhi said that or something. Like that was so no.
No, he did.
Next one we're doing is Macadelic.
Classic.
Classic?
good.
I think good.
good.
Yeah, I don't think it's his best work. I'm interested in this one because I'm probably a Young Sinatra. Welcome to Forever.
Oh, Logic.
That's the
Yeah.
one where he's like rapping
Hell
on
yeah.
Skyfall, right?
Yes.
That's one of his best.
I
Yeah.
love that. I'll say really good, super great, amazing.
I'm saying classic. That's like my shit.
Do you have Stone Mountain on there?
No, I don't.
Stone Mountain.
Bro,
No, you're breaking the rules. We have to. Don't joke.
Stone Mountain by Childish Gambino. Everyone heard that?
Don, what about you?
Classic. Sorry.
Good. I'll stick to good.
Yeah.
Live, Love, ASAP.
Classic.
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 So the
Classic.
production on that is still to this day like chef's kiss in my opinion. Finally, last one. So Far Gone.
Classic.
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 We're gonna
Yeah.
talk about it.
Just good. Dude,
Troll.
I love Action Lust for
Troll.
Life. Don, man, I appreciate you so much for coming on. We are really honored to even just like 6 episodes in have someone with both the knowledge and just, the quality of work that you have, man. So we really appreciate you taking the time with us.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate you inviting me to be on. This was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Stay up, man. It's been dope talking to you.
Bro, and
Thanks,
keep
guys, you too.
inspiring, bro. You're doing this shit and you're gonna keep doing this shit, bro. So
Still doing it.
Hell
Still got work to do.
Dude, seriously, for people like us that are just coming up, Impressors is totally like, we're modeled after companies like Barstool, like Friday Beers, like Complex, like Pigeons and Planes. So like for someone like you that's like doing it, it's like really inspiring. And yeah, we look up to you, man. So can't wait to talk to you soon. And thank you again for coming on.
Appreciate it. Love what you guys are doing, and thanks again.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all we have today, guys. We had an incredible
way.
guest on. Yeah.
that was quick.
That's an hour and a half.
I love y'all, man. That was
Hell
fun.
yeah.
That was great, man. We had an incredible guest with Don from Barstool. Pressers is growing. We had I Breathe Music all day. We actually have another guest coming on that you're excited to debate next.
Yes, sir. Kendall XL. Can't wait to have you, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be super sick.
get
We're actually doing a collaboration with Bars on Wheels, where us three will be the hosts of it, kind of like inside the NBA, where we will be giving you interviews and exclusive content.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can see how great communication we have in this company. Really? We're doing that? Yeah, you didn't know we're going to
I'll be
Fyre
damned.
Festival too as well.
Dang,
Fucking
I'm
Andrew got us
excited.
the $1 million package.
Oh, I love that guy.
All we have to do is swim there. But
I can't
swim.
swim.
Yeah,
Jake's motherfucker.
yeah, you owe him a
Coke.
joint.
Head.
Gee, all right. Well, that was weird. So log off. Why don't you log off with them? Whatever. What should we
Ooh.
take away from this week? What's the motivation?
This week's motivation, because it's like it's entering a recession. Just because the world's entering a recession doesn't mean that you have to. You gotta find that motivation. Get out of bed every morning. You gotta go find that motivation to go kick some ass. When the day kicks you in the face, you kick it right back even harder. It's gonna be a new world we enter, and that doesn't mean that like it has to be bleak. So if you're ever in doubt, go listen to Malik talking.
And just like on that note, when it's date night with the girl, shell out some money. If it puts you in debt, who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If you can't pay for gas, just walk.
yeah.
Get an electric car.
If you can't pay for groceries,
I mean, the stock's going down, so
That's it, guys. Honestly, that was kind of like the meme where Michael Scott's like, sometimes I just start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going to go. You put you on the spot, though, and you killed that. Everyone, please check out HeatCheck on all platforms. You guys can follow us at Pressers HeatCheck on all platforms. Again, we will tag Don Chenz from Barstool in the description below. Thank you guys so much for listening. HeatCheck episode 6 done.
Love 6.
Yart.